All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Friday. All right, so I'm getting on the live stream to talk about crypto. If you haven't seen Bitcoin's price, it has passed over 60K again. If you haven't been checking out the price over the last few weeks, it's been in a consolidation phase. So it's just been bouncing between 55 to 57, 58. And now we've passed over 60K again. I think this time, though, it's a little bit different just because we're going into rate cuts next week. So the Fed is going to meet next week. They're going to talk about the rate cuts that they're going to do, and this is really bullish for the crypto market. Again, we're in the bull cycle, so history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. So I don't know. You just kind of get this feeling when you've been in multiple cycles. I've been in the 2017 cycle. I've been in the 2020 cycle, and now I'm in the 2024 cycle. And it just feel like you can almost get that feeling when the price is getting ready to take off, and everything is aligning. The price chart, the catalyst, the feeling of the price just going up. Now, again, this is not financial advice, but again, this is my third cycle, and I feel like I'm most prepared for this cycle just because, I grabbed what I learned from previous cycles and I made the adjustments, and I think I'm going to do really well this cycle. I'm actually very excited for so it's 2024. The next cycle will be around 2027, 2028, that around that time period. So I'm actually very excited for that one too, just because I'm going to have a lot more capital going into that bull run. But yeah, so BTC has crossed over 60K, and we saw altcoins pick up as well. A lot of the AI blockchain plays have picked up. Render, Fetch, or is it Fet AI, I believe. So that's very interesting. I honestly think the AI plays are going to take off the most. I think that's the biggest narrative. AI plays that are associated with decentralized infrastructure. So AI plays that are offering like GPU power in a decentralized manner. You have plays like Helium, which is like a decentralized mobile system. So yeah, I think those plays, along with like obviously meme coins, are going to do good, and RWA, real world assets, those are going to do good. I think a lot of the layer ones, like Solana, Avalanche, Ethereum, obviously are going to do good, and then I'm trying to think about what L2s too. L2s too. Maybe not so much side chains, but like things like Stacks. So Stacks, for those of you who don't know what Stacks is, so Stacks is a layer 2 on Bitcoin, and it basically, like if you ever transacted with Bitcoin, you know that it gets very expensive when the blockchain gets congested. There's a lot of traffic, and sometimes the fees can be, $20 to $100 or even more, depending on the congestion of the blockchain. So what Stacks does, it basically allows you to trade BTC, but in a faster way, and it utilizes the security of BTC. So you still get that security factor, and they're about to do an upgrade called the Nakamoto upgrade. And it's going to make block times a lot quicker. I think you could do transactions within 5 seconds using BTC. I also think they're coming out with a synthetic version of BTC. It's called SBTC. Got to look into it. But yeah, I think those are going to be very bullish as well, L2s. So, if you're positioned, if you got your positions, I think in the next month or so, specifically going toward after the rate cut. I think once we get the rate cut, I think we're going to trend up to 75 to 85,000, and then from there we will will probably hit six figures by the end of the year. That's my prediction. I think we'll hit six figures by the end of the year, and then probably get to 150 to 200,000 by the beginning of 2025, right? So I think we're gonna get there, and it's gonna happen quick. For those of you that have not experienced a bull run, it happens very fast. It happens within 3 months. Like it's not one of those things where it takes a year for you to see that price appreciation. It's very fast. And what you're going to see is like what happens during a bull run, like your family is going to start asking you like, well, have you seen the Bitcoin price? People that have never talked about crypto are going to start talking about crypto. That's typically what happens during a bull run. You're going to start to see plays like, plays like the AI plays. There's going to be a lot of AI plays that do 20, 30x. And then there's probably going to be one that's like very popular that's on Twitter, and everybody's going to be talking about it. And everywhere you go, people are going to be saying, did you see that play? Did you see that crypto that went up 30, 40x? And hopefully you're invested in some of those categories that are going to go crazy in the bull run, and you can benefit from that. And again, I said AI, DPIN, layer 2s, layer 1s, and we could share a screen too. Let me share a screen really quick. Let me share my screen. All right. So basically, if you want to know, and let me check my mic. Give me a second. Let me check my mic. Because again, for some reason, the mic, hello? Hello? Let me share my screen. Okay, cool. It sounds good. Yeah, for some reason, my mic just turns off in the middle of a live stream. All right, so now I don't think it's too late to get into any positions, but like if you're just starting off, I would stick to these two right here, Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you're getting in right now, don't try to get into some altcoins that you never heard of. And like you're not to say that you won't make money. And that's the problem with these things too. Like I feel like if you get into BTC as soon as like the bull run begins, you're going to make money. And that's when people think they're experts. But almost everybody's going to make, like, if you get into it, like in the beginning, most people will make like a 5x easy. Like if you did like a Solana or like an Avalanche, you're going to make 5x. And that's the problem. People end up getting into the bull run and they think that they're experts. Like for me to be an expert, and I wouldn't call it an expert, but for me to consider you to know what you were doing and to consider that you actually did your research, you at least need to get like a 30 to 50x on your portfolio. The people that get 30 to 50x on their portfolio are people that actually kept up with the market, knew the trends and things like that. And those are the people. But everybody typically gets like a 5 to 10x, right? And I know it seems like a lot, but in crypto, it's very easy to get a 5 to 10x, especially during the bull craze. So yeah, if you're just getting into crypto, I would say stick to BTC and Ethereum, because I think BTC can easily hit 120. I think it's going to go to 150. Maybe on the really bullish case, it goes to 200, or maybe high, like maybe close to 100. And maybe it goes to, like 180, 200. But I think 150 is very safe. I don't think anything higher than that. I don't think over 200 is going to happen. But it could happen. Who knows? I mean, this is the first bull cycle where we broke all-time highs before the halving, which never happened before. And we have institutional investors in the space. So this could be a super cycle. This could be a cycle where we go into the beginning of 2026 or the tail end of 2025. But my prediction is that we're going to start this bull run pretty soon. I would say maybe by the end of this month, we're going to start trending upwards. And then in October, we're going to remember September is historically a bearish month for crypto. So, what follows a historically bearish month is a historically bullish month, which is October. October is typically bullish for the stock market and the crypto market. Well, actually more for the crypto market, but typically if crypto does really well, I mean, it'll probably pick up some tech plays in the stock market. And yeah, so that's what's different about this bull cycle. We have institutional investors in the space, and we also broke all-time highs before the halving. So that's trending different than our past cycles. Past cycles, the halving had to happen before we hit all-time highs, and we didn't hit all-time highs until 3 to 4 months after the halving. So we did it really early. I think this one, if in my opinion, I think this one will end by middle of next year, like April to July. I think that's when we're going to see the peak, and then maybe a little bit more in the fall months, August, September, and things like that. And then we're probably going to see a pullback going into the end of the year and then going into 2026. I think that's when maybe like all the talks of recession come in. That's why I don't think when people were talking about a recession, I wasn't really like worried about it, because I knew at least for crypto, we haven't even had our bull run yet. So I know we're not going into recession, at least for crypto. I mean, maybe the stock market, and that's going to present a good opportunity. If we go into a recession for crypto, and no, if we go into a recession in the stock market while crypto prices are surging, I mean, that's going to be an ultimate opportunity if you know what you're doing, because then you could take your profit from crypto and get into some quality assets that are on discount, and make some good money. But yeah, if we look at this, if we look at this list, I would say stick to the first page. If you're just getting into crypto right now, like if you don't have any, like let's just say you're starting at zero and you're like, I want to put 2 to 5,000 into the space. Your best bet, probably again looking at BTC and Ethereum. Ethereum will probably give you a little bit more than Bitcoin at this point, because Ethereum's just been lagging. They had their ETF, their spot ETF get approved, but the same with BTC. It took a while for cash flow, or it took a while for money inflow to come in from institutional investors. And the reason why I think that's the case is because BTC is cap supplied. Now, Ethereum does burn their supply with their new proof of stake mechanism and things like that. They do burn fees and stuff like that. So it's actually deflationary, but I just think people, for a store of value, I think that's why we're seeing so much inflow for BTC. All right, like BlackRock is purchasing BTC. MicroStrategy just purchased, I think like I don't know if it was 1.8 billion or something like that. They just purchased a bunch more BTC. I think it was 18,000 BTC or something like that. And I think that's what ignited this price hike right now, because MicroStrategy bought like billions of dollars worth of BTC, and it's at 60,000. It broke 60,000. If we look at the chart, for me, again, like we've been consolidating here, and we're getting around that time. Like if we see, and I'm trying to see if I could find it on the chart, but so it was 20, yeah, 2017, this bull run, right around August to September is the spike up, going into December, boom. Right here, right around September to October, boom, spike up going into the new year. And the same thing here, right? We're getting around that October, September timeframe, and everything is lining up. Everything's lining up. Interest rate cuts, which is number one. And we haven't had interest rate cuts, I think, since 2021, or it's been a while. It's been like close to 3 to 4 years since we had interest rate cuts. So it's very bullish. Institutional investors are coming into the space. And yeah, I don't know why my battery's showing low. Oh, because it's not charging for some reason. I don't know why it's not charging. All right, well, yeah, I'm almost done with this anyway. All right, but yeah, so I think 100K by the end of the year. 100K by the end of the year. That's my prediction. Again, not financial advice. I think, though, if you're not in the space, take a look at BTC, take a look at Ethereum. Don't try to get into just try to stay away from the meme coins at least. I mean, if you try to get into altcoins, stay with the top layer ones. Again, not financial advice, but things like Avalanche, Solana. I would say Solana first just because it has the hype, but Avalanche I think is going to do really well. And then anything in the AI that it's on that first page of Coin Market Cap, I think it's a good thing to look at and see whether you want to invest in that. But it's coming soon. We're starting to see prices tick up, and it's been exciting, man, because I've been waiting. Because so the second bull, the bull cycle in 2020, I rode it all the way up and all the way down. I did not sell anything. So, and looking back, I should have sold and then re-entered the market, but I didn't know much back then. I mean, I did have one cycle before that, but I was still kind of getting acclimated to the space. So, yeah, I'm definitely not going to do that this time, and I'm definitely going to take profit off the table. I do want to build out a stock portfolio, and it's most likely going to be AI stuff. I probably won't do anything I don't know. Nvidia's a good company, but I want to build out, like I said, Intel is one of those stocks that I want to get into. So that's probably going to be one of the plays that I'm looking at once I get out of the crypto market. Now, I still want to stay in the crypto market. Don't get that confused. I still want to do crypto long term, but if you know the cycles, there's a big crash coming because the gains are so big in a crypto cycle, like a crypto bull cycle. It's so huge that the market has to correct. It's like thousands of percent. People are cashing out millions of dollars, and during a bull run, so the price has nothing else, there's nothing left to do but correct. Like the chart, when you see when the bull market starts, it just goes up like this, and the price has to correct. I mean, nothing goes straight up. So I think once we get to 150, 160, or whatever the height of it, let's just say it's 150, I think we come back all the way down to 60 or 70, and then we start consolidating there, and after 3 years, and then we come upon the next halving. That's when we research above 150, and I think the 2028 bull run will be 350 to $500,000 Bitcoin. That's just my opinion. Not this one. The one after this, I think 350 to $500,000, maybe even more. Who knows? The space might be develop way more, because I'm not sure what they said, but it was it's only I think it's 300 million people have BTC. Let me look it up. I want to see how many people own crypto. How many people own crypto? If you don't have ChatGPT, make sure you get it, or some form of AI bot. It's way better than Google search. How many people own crypto? Okay, so it's 420 million people globally own cryptocurrency. How many people in the world Gotta ask the $1 trillion market. What do you call it? What does Richard Fain say? The $1 trillion lab. You gotta go to the $1 trillion lab. There's 8.5 billion people on this earth, and only 400 million own cryptocurrency. And the 400 million that own cryptocurrency, they probably don't use it. Like a lot of them don't use it because they're still warming up to it. So, I mean, once we get to 1 billion users, just think about it, right? It's going to be huge. Wait till we get to 2 billion or even half of that. So, yeah, very bullish. Keep your eyes on the crypto market. Should be interesting in September and October. Very fun months. Some housekeeping items. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok, Financial Nutrition, Instagram, Mr. Financial Nutrition. And we're going to make some changes as we develop. Right now, we're just trying to get to a consistent posting schedule. If you're trying to get good with YouTube, again, I don't have the most followers, but if you look at the videos I post out, I have over 460 videos, so I'm very consistent. And so if you want to start a channel, that's what you have to do. So right now we're just working on the consistency on those platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and we're just trying to put good content out there and make sure we're consistent, and then we'll start tweaking stuff. I'm going to start posting stories. So that's going to be something to look forward to, but I'll let you guys know once I do that. But yeah, have a good Friday, and you guys take care.